This next drill is just taking that head pull drill to the next level, because wrestling's a reality sport, and sometimes I'm going to get my head underneath a guy. This happens, whether it happens at this level or whether it happens down here off of a shot. Maybe he takes a shot, I hit a good sprawl, and his head's underneath me. Okay? The other thing is maybe he snaps, fake snap, and gets his head buried. Okay? Now, I call this drill the choke drill. Okay? Now, you got to be careful with this, obviously. But what I want to try to do is, we know in wrestling, when a guy gets our head underneath us, he's going to try all kinds of moves here. He's going to try to get across the throat. He's going to try to get a lock. He's going to try to put pressure on my jugular here. We've all been in that situation. Two things we need to remember. Don't panic in that situation. A lot of times when this guy's trying to get around our throat and he gets up underneath our chin, we go into a panic situation and we give up points easy. Okay? We don't want to do that. We want to maintain our calm. We want to keep our focus, and we want to work our way out. We want to wrestle our way out. So we don't want to panic here. But what I'm going to do is I want to try to make him panic a little bit. So I'm not going to be real soft. I'm not going to be real light here. When I get his head underneath, I'm going to try to lock my hands and squeeze and pinch. Okay? Just like would happen in a real wrestling match. I'm going to try to squeeze as hard as I can. I call it a choke drill because I'm trying to put pressure and get this guy to panic. Okay? Now you notice two things here. When I pop his head underneath, what Travis has to do immediately is go on the offense. He can't hang out here. If he hangs out here, he's going to get some pressure on his neck. Okay? The other thing he has to do is he has to maintain good position. If he lets this get open, again, we want to stay in nice tight positions here. If he gets open and lets me thread through here and lock, then it's going to get pretty tight. So he's not going to allow me to do that. He's going to keep this elbow pinched in to where I can't dig and get control of a lock. Okay, so it's about positioning. But he doesn't want to stay there. If he stays here, I'm eventually going to fight this hand through, and I'm eventually going to win. So he's not going to stay here. What he's going to do is he's going to go on the attack and clear that position. Okay, so as I'm trying to get to my choke, as I'm trying to get to my lock, he's going to clear the position. We do that by moving our feet, our hands, and our head all together. So once again, this is another great drill to incorporate using our entire body to get out of a dangerous position here. Okay, so we'll go through it real slow here. I get his head underneath me. I come over the top. His head's buried. Now the first thing that he's going to do is he's going to control my elbow right here. He's going to take that control.